Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up Facebook ads for the ERC credit, or the Employee Retention Tax Credit, or ERTC, however you want to call it. My name is Caleb and I run a marketing agency that specializes in Facebook ads, and I have an example of a client that I work with that we run Facebook ads for the Employee Retention Credit, and we've had a lot of success. They've made a lot of money because of it. So I'm going to give you a full front to end walkthrough of how we set this up so that you can set this up in your own company. Regardless of if you're just an individual broker or you have a whole team of people, this is definitely something that can work for you. It's very scalable, so you can start off very small, getting only a couple leads a week, or you can scale it up super large and get a couple leads a day, tens of leads a day if you want. The range is pretty much limitless. When setting up Facebook ads for this type of influx of leads, which is how we set them up, is on a lead basis for leads, it's very profitable being a broker or a salesperson for this type of lead flow, because if just one of those leads pays off, that's hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars in your pocket. And to be honest, it's a relatively easier sell. It's a tax credit that business owners can get, and you're just getting them that money back for them. Yes, selling anything can be challenging, but it's at least an easier sell because they don't actually have to pay anything. You're just sort of convincing them to file. So anyways, I'm gonna jump into Facebook Ads Manager and show you how we set this up. So we're inside the Facebook Ads Manager right now, and I wanted to highlight a specific campaign that we finished off and ran. We had a couple clients go through, a couple contracts go through because of this. I'd say our lead conversion rate on this was probably about 30%, maybe 35%. So it was very successful, and I'm going to kind of break that down and show you how we did it. So it's this one right here, Torify, which is my company's name, lead gen. And this was about a 7-ish, maybe 10-day campaign. There were 12 leads that came in, 2,700 people it reached, and 3,900 times it was shown at an average lead of about $36 per lead. Now, leads can change, like the price of leads can vary a lot, between $1 to $50. It all depends on a few different things. One, how easy is it for the lead to contact you? For example, a messaging lead, so when somebody sees your ad and then they message you off the ad, that tends to be a lot cheaper than a lead like this, because the way we set this up is through forms. I will jump over here and show you the forms. We're using something called instant forms, which is the basic, form that you can build and create through Facebook, which is this thing right here. I'll show you how we have it set up. Okay, so see if you qualify for the Employee Retention Credit. You may qualify up to, we created this, we made this. There's a couple qualifying questions. That's on page 1. Page 2, where the client, or the prospect, I guess, can enter their information. This is also nice because it autofills, because Facebook already knows your information. And there's just a privacy policy they need to accept. And then they're all set. This information gets sent directly to the sales team at this company. So it gets sent directly to them via email, text. It can get sent however you want it to get sent. I use this thing called Zapier. That's how I connect it and get it sent. Unfortunately, right now, there's not like a wonderful way to do this directly from Facebook. So that's why we have to use an outside software. But anyways, a simple form like this, it's nice because it's native to Facebook. So people, they're comfortable with Facebook, and you're not bringing them to some random website that they've never seen before. So that is nice. The whole goal of this campaign is to get people to fill out that form. Let's jump into ad set. The ad set, again, this is not running right now, but it's completed. Our daily budget for this was $50. During this campaign, we were actually capped at $50 a day. The reason why is because this is a newer account. Facebook will put limitations on your account. In other words, you can't just create an account and spend $10,000 in ads the next day. You need to kind of work your way up to that. Let's go over. This is pretty much the same because there's only one ad set. I'm going to go over targeting and kind of how we targeted this. From what we have noticed, at least in this situation, Facebook targeting is not something that you don't want to get too specific with it.
It is kind of one of those things that you kind of just sort of have to let the algorithm work its magic. You know, if you get too specific with your targeting when your audiences are way too small, your cost per lead is going to shoot through the roof. It's kind of best to just sort of let the algorithm work its magic. We had a couple restrictions here. Obviously, this is only something because it's a United States tax credit. We only want people in the United States. Age range 30 and up because these are business owners. Remember, this is a B2B sale. The audience is actually very large for this. Normally, I like to work with around 1 to 5 million. But for this instance, we did decide to go larger and just kind of broadly place it. We are using manual placements on both Facebook and Instagram, mainly because we want to show. We have some videos, and I'll get into that in a minute. But mainly because we want to show the business owner the thing. Depending on whatever type of content you're making or whatever you're trying to promote, some things are a little bit more visual than others. We decided to create a bunch of different advertisements for this that were super visual. I'm in the advertisements as well, saying like, hey, these are some of the benefits, blah, blah, blah. And just kind of making good videos that people can engage with. So you want those to be seen. So we place those in areas like right on the Instagram feed where they can be seen. An example of one that I would not recommend if you want your content to be seen. Where's it at? Like this one, not the Facebook Reels, but like in the bottom there, where it just kind of shows up at the bottom. There, you get the idea. You want your stuff to be seen. In terms of ads for this, we are using dynamic creative. I have mixed feelings about dynamic creative sometimes, but basically what this is doing is it's helping us test the ads we created against each other. And it also is helping us test the copy against the other copy that we have. Campaign, we created about 4 to 5 different videos, and we have a couple just regular pictures that we use as well, and a few different types of copy. So I'm going to show you some examples here. So for example, like right here, we're testing 2 different types of videos against each other. I'll just kind of show you what
Hey, Doug here. Today, I want to talk to you about something that could potentially place a 6-figure check back into your business bank account. I'm talking about the employee retention tax credit.
Okay, well, and then they basically just get into it. I'm going to show you the copy. This is going to be very hard. Actually, no, it's right here. Sorry. We're testing a couple different types of copy. Business owners, listen up. Want to reduce your tax burden and strengthen your bottom line? Discover the power of the employee retention credit. You can get up to $26,000 per employee, risk-free evaluation. That's a good bonus. Mention that it's like, no skin off their back kind of a thing. Credit maximization strategies, there's a couple different things we got here, but also the headline, which is this guy down here, a couple different ways that we're testing that against each other. So it's basically a big testing things against each other kind of thing. We want to understand, hey, does this video bring in more people? This is the form that they're filling out. That's pretty much it right now. I'm going to show you, I'm going to calculate how much money this client made. So on this campaign, we spent $439. So let's figure out how much money they made.
So as a broker, you make about 2% of the return of the ERC credit. At this point in time, the average return, I unfortunately do not have the exact numbers for this client up the chain. They did not share that with me, but I know that 3 have gone through completely. They have gotten 3 returns from this, and one of them is still waiting on being processed. So at a very, very, very bare minimum, we're going to estimate a bare minimum, and then we're going to estimate a more realistic figure. Bare minimum, $500 back per return. Times 3 is obviously $1,500 minus $439. So at a bare minimum, they made $1,061. But let's go a little bit more realistic. The average return for the employee retention credit, the average return is $130,000. The broker fee on that is 2%, which is $2,600 times 3. Let's assume that last one just doesn't go through. Let's be conservative here. That's $78,000 in revenue off of $439 in ad spend. That's pretty good. So that leaves them with profit of $7,361, which I'm pretty happy with that, and I think that's pretty solid. And don't forget, that was only over like a 10, 12 day period. So guys, I hope that this helped you to understand how to set up these Facebook ads for yourself so you can start bringing in more leads and closing more deals. If this is something that you don't want to take care of yourself, myself and my team would absolutely be able to get you some stellar results just like these for your company. So I'm going to leave my email down below. If you'd like, shoot me an email. Our prices are very affordable and they obviously pay for themselves, as you can see. So just shoot me an email and we can talk, get to know each other a little bit, and see if this might be a good fit for you. Best of luck out there, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.